Hard modes in Kingdom Hearts games are usually some of the best ways to play these games, but sometimes those critical or proud modes can be absolutely incredibly painful experiences. And since we have done a video about the first game, let's do one about Kingdom Hearts 2 now. Hey y'all, it's Crimson once again, and I'm here to talk about 5 of the most painful Kingdom Hearts 2 levels on critical mode. This was probably the easiest pick for this list. If you've been with my channel for a while, you all know that I absolutely despise the first visit to the Land of Dragons section in Kingdom Hearts 2 for many reasons, several of which I am obviously about to repeat, but I'm gonna have to if it means I can get across my pain with this world. Okay, so first off, the mission sections. These at first don't seem so bad. You just need to prove yourself to the general. But it's when you execute them, that's when you realize how much this shit hurts. Basically, every enemy you deal with in these missions can kill you in about 1 to 2 hits, which is a pain since you have to face them in order to finish these missions. It also isn't helped that the morale bar will give you a game over if it reaches 0. And those orbs that you pick up, they barely do shit. And second is Ping. Oh, Ping. You have no idea how much I hate you. In your first visit here, you're forced to partner up with Mulan, aka Ping. And, that seems, it makes sense. Yeah, she's your partner, she's gonna be helpful. Yeah, she's fucking horrible as a partner. She barely swings her weapons around when she's Ping, meaning you are pretty much down a party member. It is at its worst when you are trapped inside of a small cave and have to fight a horde of enemies with only her on the team. It is frustrating. And plus, this is one of the first levels, meaning you don't have anywhere else to really go and improve your combat skills or level unless you're up for some traveling to Beast World. It's a ridiculously frustrating world on critical that already adds to how annoying the world is even on the lower difficulties. God, I love the Timeless River level so goddamn much. It's so visually unique, it's got interesting level sections, and one of the goofiest and most enjoyable boss fights in the game. And all it takes is critical mode for me to wish it was never fucking created. Critical mode takes the jovial cartoon challenges and makes them into a never-ending nightmare as enemies constantly swarm you with vicious AoE attacks that can kill you in seconds. The worst one of them all though is easily the burning building level, where you have to stop a building from burning to the ground. Seems simple at the start, if it wasn't for one single enemy. These fuckers. These car enemies are some of the most annoying enemies in the entire game. They're really fucking strong, even more so on critical. They whip around the entire area like crackheads, and they constantly gain invincibility frames when they attack you. God damn these guys. You know who they remind me of? They remind me of that meme of like the fuck them kids meme. These guys alone are like the perfect example of that. Put that on a t-shirt. Hell, I'll do it. Here's the t-shirt. These guys alone are capable of putting it on this list. But it's this and all the other cartoon sections that help elevate it to the next level. So, I'm pretty sure I wasn't the only one who was kind of disappointed with how Olympus was just like 2 areas in the first game. And I'm certain I wasn't the only one who was really happy to see that they improved upon it in 2. But man, is it a massive pain in the ass during critical mode. Okay, so first off, you lose access to all your drive forms. Well, drive form, you only have 1 at this point, so either way, it still kind of sucks because you're now fighting at a massive disadvantage against all of the enemies. It doesn't help even more that you face several corridors of large bodies that can kill you in basically 1 hit if you aren't careful, along with the lance enemies that fuck you up almost as much as the fat bodies do. And then there's the Hades section, a vicious gauntlet of fights where you have to balance waves of enemies in tight spaces that wipe you out in seconds, along with Hades pelting you with fireballs that can wipe you out in 1 hit. This is aggravating and you will be stuck on this for a while. Very much expect to break a controller or 2 if you are not a patient person on this shit. I know I did. Man, Port Royal is so cool. There's such a great atmosphere, such neat level design, and you get to team up with Jack fucking Sparrow of Johnny Depp fame himself. So what could go wrong? Everything. Everything goes wrong here. First and foremost, the enemies. Now, the Heartless here can be kinda tough, but the pirates you have to fight are at least 10 times worse. Pirate enemies can only be damaged while they are in the moonlight, and half the battlefields have that blocked out. So now you have to worry about that throughout basically every single battle. Made even worse by how much damage these fearsome scallywags do. And the less time we spend talking about the whole medallion section, the far better for my sanity. But that's not the worst part. No, that goes to the Barbossa fight. A boss fight in the game where if Jack dies, you lose the entire fight and have to start over. And if you have played these games, you understand how incredibly worthless your party members are. Forget a controller, you should be planning to get a new console after you throw it out the window due to Jack going in too fast and getting cut down by Barbossa. It's so fucked they stick you with this. I don't know what they were thinking. This is the actively most bullshit part of the entire level. Maybe even one of the most bullshit parts in the game. But there's one more that's even bigger bullshit. And we'll be getting to that in a second. You know, I love Hollow Bastion. It's my favorite world in the game, right next to Timeless River and the World That Never Was. Its second visit in particular is a masterclass in JRPG history. Awesome moments, great cutscene intensity, several memorable bosses, and one of the best moments in gaming history in the form of the Heartless War. And what's it like on critical mode, you may ask? Hell. It's literal hell. Now first off, the Tron stuff is not that bad. Once Tron joins your party, you can spam his limit break and pretty much wipe out the boss residing there. No, it's when you reach the Heartless War that things start really spiraling out of control. And I mean by really spiraling. First of all, you are introduced to what I have nicknamed the Grabber enemies. The biggest fucking assholes on the goddamn planet with their bullshit grab animations that rip away so much health in one go. Then there's the Demyx fight, a fight that, while I do enjoy, can be a bitch and a half on critical with the increased damage mixing in with his general ferocity. You know, something that doesn't really sound like it fits Demyx, but he is on your ass in this fight. And after that, we come to the most bullshit section in the entire game, maybe even the entire series, the Heartless Gauntlet. What makes it so bullshit? Well, you see, there's no checkpoints. At all. So if you lose to any of the Heartless here, you not only have to do the entire gauntlet again, you also have to fight Demyx again. This part right here is pure torture. I remember when I was a kid, this part actually made me quit my critical mode run. I didn't beat critical mode until the PS3 release, and while I love its difficulty now, it's still absolute pain to get through. Thank you all so much for watching, everybody. I really like doing these videos from time to time. They're fun to just goof around on and joke about how these modes break me mentally in the best ways possible. And if you enjoyed your time with this video, do me a favor and like and sub it, and leave a comment on the video if you agreed with any of these or not. Thank you all so much once more. Have a good day, night, afternoon, whenever, and I'll see you next time.